Indicators here. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. So this video is gonna be part 2. If you missed yesterday's video, you're gonna wanna catch it because we are going through the entire week to see how would we do if we went kind of blindly took trades from the ultimate trading assistant, this indicator here, the Maverick Radar, and see how we do at the open every single day this week. So if you haven't seen yesterday's video, go back and watch it because it was a banger and we did over $2,000 off the open using this Maverick Radar indicator, the ultimate trading assistant, we like to call it. So I know I get a ton of good feedback every single weekend. You guys love these recap videos to see how we would have fared if we used the Maverick indicators all week long. And again, we're going to take a look at Monday through Friday. We already did Monday in yesterday's video, so now we're going to go Tuesday through Friday. We're going to see, did we make money this week? If we just took blind trades using this ultimate trading assistant, how would we have done? So here's a quick recap if you already saw yesterday's video, which you can check out on YouTube. We're going to trade NQ, okay? So again, I know a lot of you guys trade all sorts of different things, whether it's Forex, crypto, stocks, you name it. But we're just gonna use NQ here. We're gonna do 2 contracts. We make $5 per tick per contract, so we're gonna do 2 contracts. We're gonna look to trade the open. Again, I'll always skip like at least the first minute of the open because I believe the first minute is gambling. We're gonna try and make at least $1,000 per day, and we're gonna use a stop loss of $1,000. Now, I never trade with a 1-to-1 risk to reward, but the reason I'm doing this is because it's really, really hard to be a profitable trader using a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So I kind of want to tie one arm behind our back, like I said yesterday, and I want to kind of stack a couple of odds against us to see how these indicators would fare out. So yesterday we already covered that, Monday, which is 3.9, and then today we're going to do the rest of the week. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, we did $2,850. Okay, so yesterday was a banger of a recap, so go back and watch that. And now let's look at Tuesday through Friday, and let's see if we would have made money this week trying to go for $1,000 at least, minimum $1,000 profit per day. All right, here we are on Tuesday. So again, on Monday, we did $2,850, we'll call it. And we're doing that 1-to-1 risk to reward. But we're not taking profit. We want to make at least $1,000 throughout the week, okay? Especially if we're going to risk $1,000. So here we are on Tuesday. And again, we're just going to blindly take a trade when we get an A+ setup to the upside or the downside on the Maverick Radar, all right? And just again, really quick, if you're not familiar with our indicators, our Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. We are on a 1-minute chart. For my traders of the Maverick Radar and the AI Pro, if you're a member of the Ultimate Edge bundle, the settings are just the 1-minute settings on that I have it set to, okay? Now, the Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data. So if you see pink, it will most likely sink. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen, okay? Bright green is your strongest upside candle. Hot pink is your strongest downside candle. We love, love, love to go long when price is above the blue line and short when price is below it. And this is pre-market. Nobody's trading. I don't know how many people are trading at 9:20 a.m. right before the market opens, for crying out loud. But we love to go short when price is below the blue line and long when price is above it. Maverick Trender, when this line's pegged to the top, it's showing massive strength and momentum to the upside. I mean, here's a great example of it from here. Nope, from here all the way up to, yeah, just about there. Huge move. Maverick Trender pegged the whole way. Again, this is pre-market, so you're going to get a lot of chop in here, right? And then Maverick Multi-X, all 5 traders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all have a completely different style. These are algorithms. But think of these as 5 traders. They all have a completely different style, and they're voting across 6 time frames every single tick to give you their opinion. Are they bullish or are they bearish? And you can set these time frames for whatever you want. You can add a 7th time frame. So what are we going to do? We're going to stack probability. We're going to stack probability in our favor and we're gonna look to have a profitable week. All right, let's go Tuesday through Friday. We've already done Monday again. You can go back to YouTube. The last video we posted, we did Monday. We did over 2,800 bucks on Monday, just blindly following the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick Radar. But again, we would never trade just blindly and just hit the mouse every time we see an A+ setup, right? You gotta read your other indicators. We're gonna ignore all the other stuff and we're gonna just blindly take a trade from the Maverick Radar every single day this week. 2,800 bucks on Monday. All right, so first candle, just huge pop up. Huge pop. This is a massive candle, massive candle. All right, so the first candle we're not getting into. We'd at least wait for the second candle. And could you, it doesn't mean you can't trade like this. I'm just telling you my personal preference, okay? So could you have traded the open of this thing here? Let's see here, what did it go? Went 990 all the way up to 70. I mean, that's like literally an 80-point move. 80 points times 4 times 5. That's 1,600 bucks per contract. So let's say you only got half that move. That'd be $800 per contract. That's insane. So you don't have to wait. I just prefer to wait. Okay, so that's just my personal preference. All right, so now we're gonna get in. We're gonna set our stop loss to $1,000. Let's see here, 1,000 bucks. All right, cool. Let's do Tuesday. Let's see how it goes. All right, so boom. So you're probably up, let's see here, 150, and then you're moving up here. So you went 67.81. So you're probably at the peak, you were up about 430 bucks, okay? But we're $1,000 or bust, all right? So here we go. Boom, there, we got stopped out. That is a loss of $1,000. So $2,800 on Monday, and now we just took a stop loss of $1,000. Again, could you have closed this out for almost $500 at the peak? Yes, but that's not what this experiment is about. What I'm showing you is the power of the Maverick Radar, and that we're just gonna go to make at least $1,000 with risking $1,000, okay? All right, so we're still ahead for the week. We're still up about 1,800 bucks, but we did lose Tuesday. So we won on Monday, 2,850 is where, you know, we could have cashed out. And then we just took a $1,000 loss on Tuesday. Let's look at Wednesday. All right, folks, here we are. It is Wednesday. What's today's date? What is this Wednesday? It's 3/11. Okay, cool. So Wednesday, super bullish going into the open. You have an A+ setup going right into the open. You had a beautiful buy signal here that gave you the heads up. And then look at this sucker move. All 5 traders are bullish across 6 time frames. Maverick Trender's just been pegged to the top here. All right, so let's see how it goes. Boom, market opens. Here we, oh my gosh, jeez. Okay, well, hopefully I don't get in too late like I did on Tuesday. So huge candle there, just massive candle. You know how we do. We're gonna wait, okay? So now, here's the thing. Bright green candle, still upside data. The rest of the world is getting out right here in this retracement, in this red candle. I'm about to get into this trade, okay? Because I have upside data, I have bright green data. Now this is a 1-minute chart. This is only a 1-minute bar, right? So it could bite me, but I have an A+ setup on the Maverick Radar. We have bright green candles, Maverick Trender's pegged to the top. All 5 traders are bullish, and let's see what's gonna happen here. So we're gonna buy, I'm gonna place my stop loss at 1,000, that's the rules. And we're gonna look to make at least $1,000, all right? So here we go. All right, so first candle up, 890 bucks. We're almost at our goal, 890 bucks. Okay, and that'd be beautiful if we had a nice pop up there. We might have hit it right there. Not sure, I'll go back if we don't. Okay, so 620, now we're at 430, still at bright green candles. See how we're going sideways right now at bright green candles? Now, if we had a green or a gray candle, which means you're losing, think of it like a heat map. Bright green, your strongest upside candle. Green, your second strongest upside candle. Gray means indecision or reversal. So I'd be thinking about closing this sucker out if I started to get gray or green candles, but we still have bright green candles right here. Still sideways, kind of a doji candle, but it's bright green, okay? Okay, still side, oh, all right, there you go. So boom, we just popped straight up, 1590, all right? So beautiful, beautiful trade. Let's see if it goes up on the next, or goes down rather. Okay, I just want to see where this sucker would have gone. Still above our $1,000. Okay, still above our 1,000 bucks. I just want to see where this is going to go. Yeah, so we'll stop there. That's fine. 1840 on the day would be beautiful. Risked 1,000, 1840. All right, so let's recap. You did 2850 on Monday. Tuesday, we took our stop loss for 1,000. You could have closed it out for a profit. You could have closed it out for a profit, but that's not the name of the game, right? We were profitable. Would we peak out at like 480 bucks or something like that with the wick? But nobody gets that full move. Nobody gets a top of a wick, and we're looking to make at least $1,000 per day with risking 1,000. So the rules are the rules. Wednesday now. Let's see here, 1840, $1,840. So far on the week, we're up $3,690 taking blind A+ setups. All right. We did Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now let's do Thursday and Friday. All right, here we are on Thursday. So let's see how we do. Okay, so what time is this? This is 9:28, boom. Okay. Here we go. Keep your eyes over on the Maverick radar for an A+ setup. All right, that's what we're doing. Blindly taking an A+ setup from the Maverick radar, the ultimate trading assistant. All right, but again, I want to say this is not how I normally would trade. I wouldn't just blindly take an A+ setup. I'm going to look at my price action. Now, what I will add to that though is check this out. This sucker is hot pink. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. And we saw so much chop this week, it's crazy. But I have a hot pink candle. I have a beautiful sell signal. Look at the last time you had a sell signal. Right here, came straight down. Look at this, sell signal. Right here, came straight down. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames, and the Maverick trender's pegged to the top. You have an A+ setup on NQ to the downside, an A+ setup to the upside on the VIX. We're all aligned, baby. I'm getting in. Let's see here. If I can remember where my buy and sell buttons are. All right, so stop loss will be $1,000. Okay, stop loss is 1,000 bucks, and let's see where this sucker goes. Here we go. Down confidence arrow. Love it. Down confidence. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. We're up 870, but we're 1,000 or higher. That is our goal. Okay. And boom, there you go. 1230. Beautiful. 1230. And actually, this sucker went way farther than that. What is this? 698 down to 677, we'll call it. Okay, so that would have been 21 points. So that means that would have been, what is that? 84 ticks. So that's another 420 bucks. So that would have been, but nobody's going to get the full move. Nobody's going to get all 1,600 bucks, right? So we're going to take it from 1230. So absolutely beautiful. Another day here, just clean. Didn't really take any heat at all. All right, so far we've done $5,920, but we did lose Tuesday. So far the profit for the week is $4,920. Heck yeah, let's go. On 2 contracts of NQ. Let's go. Blindly taking A+ setups here. Unbelievable. Again, this is not how I would normally trade. I want to look for everything. I want to look for the sell signal. I want to look for the hot pink candles. I want to look for all 5 traders voting bearish across multiple time frames. I want to look at price action, right? Price action is king. But man, $4,920. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's look at Friday. And you guys know I normally don't trade, although I have been trading Fridays the last couple of weeks, but I normally don't trade Fridays. There are so many profitable traders I know that haven't taken a trade on a Friday in years, but the rules are the rules. We're going to trade Friday. Let's check it out. All right, here is Friday. You got a bunch of chop just going into the open, which is pretty normal. I mean, everybody's waiting for 9:30 open. All right, so where are we at? This is 9:29. Okay, cool. So here's your first candle of market open, and look at this. This is exactly why I don't trade the first minute of market open. Look at this move. It's insane. Market makers just clearing everyone's stop losses out. It's just insane. So keep your eye on the Maverick radar. We're gonna wait until we get an A+ setup here. A lot of chop off the, this is Fridays, right? Gray candles. A lot of you guys go, hey, how do I know when to stay out at market open? If you guys have gray candles, stay out. Just stay out of these gray candles. Look at these. It's like, it's indecision or reversal. You got a sell signal here, which is very interesting. But again, it's Fridays and you have no A+ setup. So I'm gonna be very cautious. We're only 5 minutes into the market open. Keep your eyes on the Maverick radar right here for an A+ setup. Let's see here. Now we're reversing. See what I mean? Fridays are just insanely. Now you got a buy signal. Very interesting. You got a buy signal. Bright green candles. Bright green candles, your strongest upside candle, and there it is. There's your A+ setup. Buy signal, prices above the blue line. All 5 traders voting bullish across 6 time frames. Maverick trender peg to the top, all aligned. NQ, A+ setup to the upside. VIX, A+ setup to the downside. Bulls are in control, green background. You know the rules, we're getting in. All right, so setting my stop loss for $1,000. Now, here's what I will say. If I lose this trade on a Friday, we're already up $4,920 on the week, okay? So half of me wants to say like, hey, I just wouldn't trade on a Friday. Take your almost $5,000 and like sail off into the sunset for the week. That's a damn good paycheck for the week, right? But the rules are the rules. We're going to take these trades every single day. But even if I lose this trade right now, okay, I'll still be up almost $4,000 for the week, taking blind setups from the Maverick radar. That's insane. Again, I can't say this enough because I don't want anybody watching this video to go, okay, no, I'm just going to take all these blind A+ setups. Like, you got to know how to, like, no price action, right? Like, and we talk about that when we train you on how to use this thing. But man, for blind setups, only waiting for A+ setups, that's pretty awesome. $4,000 on the week if we lose this trade, okay? So I just want to say that we are already in the clear, profitable for the week. If we lost this trade, we'd be still up about $4,000, all right? So here we go. Okay, there you go. There's your 1,000, was it 1,100 bucks? Beautiful. Almost no heat. Like literally, this thing probably came down, wicked, and then popped up. This is a 1 minute candle. Unstinking believable. Just beautiful. Bright green is your strongest upside candle. A+ setup. All 5 traders are voting bullish across multiple time frames. Just curious where. Look at the, like, no heat. Look at that wick. There's like no heat in there. Crazy, beautiful confidence arrow to the upside. Now I'm just curious. All right, we'll stop there. Very little drawdown, back or retracement, 2770. Unstinking believable. The Maverick radar, my friends. Unbelievable. All right, so let's do a quick recap. Monday, we did $2,850. Let's go. Just taking a blind trade from this indicator. Tuesday, we lost. We were actually up. We actually made money, but we were $1,000 or bust, right? We wanted to make at least $1,000. So we were in the positive, $400+, maybe almost 500. I think it was like $450 or whatever, but we were not going to take profit. We're going for at least $1,000 in profit. So therefore it came back down, hit our stop loss, and it is what it is. So we were still ahead for the week. Wednesday, we did $1,840 if we would have just got out at the end of that candle. Thursday, we made $1,230, and Friday, banger, Friday of all days, $2,770. So just taking blind trades from the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick Radar, which is available on TradingView and NinjaTrader, gosh, $7,690. Unbelievable. 4 wins, 1 loss. You can't rewrite history. We're just on the 1-minute settings. Let me tell you, that's pretty awesome. $7,690 on the week using the ultimate trading assistant. And so can you imagine if you also paid attention to your candles, if you also paid attention to price action, if you also paid attention to your Maverick Multi-X, all the things that we just stack probability for winning trades. But that is your week in a recap, $7,690 blindly taking trades using the Maverick Radar. So listen, if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want edge in the market, all right, this is edge in the market to me, stacking probability, but that's just my opinion. Again, not financial advice. Do your own research. There is never any guarantees in the market. You guys know that. Somebody comes on, tweets something, and the market goes crazy. But man, these tools, we're having a lot of fun with these tools. Go read all our reviews on our website from our traders. And I'm way behind on updating reviews. We have so many folks crushing it, taking payouts, passing evals, just like within the first few days of using these indicators. Again, I'm not telling you you're going to have those results, but man, so many of you guys, I'm so proud of you. You are just crushing it. Again, our indicators are available on NinjaTrader and TradingView. So come check us out, MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.